for joining me to color. Today we're going to be working on this adorable CC Designs image called Happy Twila. Doesn't she look so cute? This is a card kit, so I'll go ahead and put it down in the description box along with everything else I used in case you would like to pick something up. I really appreciate you doing some shopping with me. So I already stamped my image on some Neenah 80-pound solar white cardstock, so let's go ahead and get started coloring. So for skin today, we're going to use E11, 21, 00, 000. For the cheeks, we're going to use our 21, 20, and 30. So we're going to make it quick and easy. We're going to go ahead and do E11 first, and we're going to do that right along the bottom of her hands. And then we're going to grab E21, and we're going to go ahead and cover up the bottom hand all the way, and then we'll almost completely fill in the top of the hand, but we're going to fill in the rest with our E00. And I tend to use the last color to wipe over the entire thing so that I can get it all blended nice together. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to fill in her face. So again, we're going to start with our darkest color, which is E11. If you don't like doing the darkest color first, you could always do it the opposite direction. I just find this works best for me. It may not work as great for you, but you could do it the opposite direction too. So I go ahead and after I put the E11 on, I go ahead and add some E21. We're going to put that on there, and I just tend to lay it down on top of the E11, and then I brush away from that and add my next color. Now we'll add E00, and again I touch down on the E21 and I brush into my white zone. And then I'm going to quickly just fill in that little white space there with my last color. Then before I do a second coat, I always put in my cheek color, so we'll do R21 first. And then I lightly go over the edges with my R20. We don't want to put too much because I don't want the cheeks to cover her entire face. And then we'll lightly go over that edge with R30. And then I decided they weren't pink enough, so I'm going to come back with R21 and add that just a little bit more. And then I'm going to add my second coat of my E00, and for that I'll go over the entire forehead and over her cheeks. And then I swipe over her entire face with E000 just to fill it in and soften the lines. Then I decided I deleted some of that pink off, so I added a little bit of my my R21. Next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do her hair. So we're going to use Y35, YR20, Y21, and E50. So for my Y35, I tend to hold my pins more straight up and down, and I try to barely touch the paper and just do small little lines going in the direction that her head is going. So we wouldn't want to go sideways. Like her hair here on the sides kind of curved towards her face, so I made sure my streaks curve that direction. Next, we'll add the same thing with R20. We'll go in and just do some more little lines on the top of that. And again, make sure to keep your streaks going in the direction her hair's going. Add a coat of Y21, and I'm trying to miss the lines I already put down and add this color in between those. Then I'm going to go ahead and use my E50 and fill it the rest of the way in, and I wasn't careful, I just wiped over the entire hair area and did that. And then I'm going to go back with my Y35 and just add a few more of those dark streaks back in so that we can see what they look like. Next, we're going to work on the pom-poms in her, on her hat and the little hair tie. So that we're going to use BG45, BG53, B00, and then C0 just to gray it up because the paper I used on the card kit is got a little bit of gray tone, and I thought it was a little bit too bluish green for me. So we're just going to color that all in. So anyway, if you would like to know what colors I used on the card today, you can always hop over to the store blog, and at the bottom of this post will be a pin card that you can save to your Pinterest board for later use. I like to save the pin cards so that later if I'm looking for a color, it's quick and easy to find. So next we're going to do her coat. For that we'll use B00, B000, and then for the buttons and the accent pocket we're going to use R29. So anyway, the pin card is always a good idea if you're looking to keep track of colors. I found this easier than putting them on Post-it notes and having them laying all over because they tended to get lost. So I'm not doing anything fancy here. I'm just going in with my darkest color, which is B00, and giving that a quick swipe in all the spots where I wanted it to be dark. And then I'm going to go in and swipe over that and add B000, but I didn't go clear over to the edge. I left a little bit of white because I'm going to do 2 coats. So we're going to come back in with our second coat, darken up that darkest shadow area one more time, but I wanted our coat to remain pretty light, so I didn't want to add too many layers on top of this. And then I'm going to fill it in with my B000. Quick and easy, swipe it right across. I didn't even care that I went over the top of my little pocket and my buttons because we're going to fill those in with R29, and I knew it would cover it right up. So next we're going to go ahead and do our boots. So for that we are going to use T8, T6, T5, T3, and T1. We're going to use the 3 darkest colors to color the boots, the boot tops, and then we're going to use the 2 lightest colors to do the cute little bows and then the soles of the shoes. I didn't do anything fancy. I'm using T8 and T6 to go around the outside, and I used those 2 to fill in the top section up there above this by the zipper. I thought she looked totally adorable with that little smiley face she's got going on there. She just looks so happy that Christmas is coming. And then I'm going to take my T5 and I'm just going to fill in that little area, and then I kind of swipe over the rest of the darks just to fill it in and blend it a little bit. Then we'll do a quick swipe across our sole with T3. And then we'll fill in the rest with our T1. Quick and easy. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and finish up with our reds. We've got R39, 29, 24, and 14. I always leave the reds to last because it never fails. I touch it and it seems a little bit tacky, and I move it around onto my picture to places I do not want it to be. So there's nothing like having a little red blob on the middle of her coat or on her face after you've went to all this work. So I just leave them for last. It's much easier for me. So I'm just going to work my way through all of the colors and put one of each on there. And then I decided this pant leg over here, I just wasn't going to have enough room, so I filled it in. But then when I come with my R14, I go ahead and swipe over that leg anyway, just to make sure the colors get all nice and blended together. I'm going to go up here and do her hat. So we're going to put a little bit here around her hair, and I'm trying to be careful not to color her hair. There's a little patch right there where you can see the back of her hat, so make sure to fill that in. And then when I put my stripes up here on her hat, I made sure that they continue to go in the direction that her head was going. You wouldn't want to go sideways or anything like that, because her cap is kind of pulled over her head, so you want all those lines to kind of smooth out and go onto the top of her head nicely. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and put this card together on the real-time video, so if you're interested in watching that, I will try to remember to put a link down in the description box. Otherwise, you can find it over on my YouTube channel under real-time Happy Twila. But you can see me put the shaker card together bit by bit in case you'd like to see that. And it is in the end of the video, so you'll want to make sure to fast forward through all of the coloring part, and then you can just watch the process of how to put together the shaker card. So anyway, I hope you had fun coloring today. If you have a question, leave me a comment down below and I'll make sure to get back to you. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit the little bell next to it so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you stay tuned towards the end of the video, or to the end of the credits here, there will be a couple of videos I thought you might be interested in watching and would enjoy. So anyway, I hope you are having a fabulous day, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.